Should be live. All right. Like always, I'm gonna have to check the sound, make sure it's good. Like always, I'm gonna have to check the sound, make sure it's good. Like always, I'm gonna have to check the sound, make sure it's good. Like always, I'm gonna have to check the sound, make sure it's good. Like always, I'm gonna have to check the sound. Okay, so I could hear myself. How's it going, guys? It's 10:30 a.m. in Canada, near Toronto right now. Maybe later time for you guys. So this is going to be my last live stream from this location. Actually, let me just stop my playback. I don't need to see myself. Yeah, so I'll be moving as of, let's see what day. Today's Friday. Get the keys Tuesday. So I'll probably be moving. I don't know if I'm moving in Tuesday or if I'm going to move in Wednesday. It all just depends. My internet is actually getting cut off on the Tuesday. Hey, Philippe, how's it going? From France. One place I've never been. Okay, let me pop. How do I just stop? That spinning wheel drives me nuts. Good luck with move. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't have a ton of stuff, but my fiance, she's got a crazy amount. Like really, all I'm taking is what you see here: the dressers, my TV. And then a whole ton of network gear, right? That's my biggest whoops, somebody just sent me some money. That's my biggest things that I have. Let me just pop out the chat so I could get off this YouTube page. Yeah, so it's not going to be fun. I mean, I don't like moving. It's not going to be great, but it gives me an opportunity to make some new content. So with the house that we bought, it's about 5 years old. And I would have thought that the previous owner would have put some type of Cat 5, Cat 6 cabling in there. But I guess with newer homes, people are going completely wireless, right? So now I have to figure out how I'm going to wire the house. So my new office will actually be on the second floor, and I will have a window. Right now, in this room, there's no windows. So the lighting is a little off. I use 2 Elgato key lights. They're really great lights, but I mean, like the reflection of my face, the white on my face, and that's also coming from my screens as well, which, you know, I can't do much about. I do need to get a better webcam. I should get a studio cam, but those are freaking expensive. I was looking at getting a 4K, I think it was a Logitech Webcam. I only have a 1080p right now, but even that, I think let's take a look. I don't even know if I could get one right now, and if I can, they're like $300. It would boost the quality though, but Logitech 4K webcam. I mean, other YouTubers like Lawrence System and them, they're using like the high-end quality cameras. Yeah, but if you look right here, $388. Like that's a lot for a webcam. You'll be moving soon too. I'm gonna be running Cat 6 in the basement and go outside to get to the AP. Yeah, so I'm gonna be putting in. Well, the access points I'll be putting in that one right there, which is that's a Flex HD. I'll be putting in 2 Unify AC lights, and then I have this TP Link, which I don't know if I'm going to put this in or not, and then I have a Grandstream as well. The TP Link, actually, the download and upload speed, amazing, but that was only connected with one device. So I may use it as a test and have like all my guests who come over actually only connect to this TP Link and or Grandstream. But I'm going to try my best to not run any of the cables on the outside of the house. So everywhere in the house is finished except the basement. So I'm going to try to find a way. If there's closets or whatnot, I'm going to have to cut some walls open. It's just what's going to have to happen. And then we'll patch it and repaint. I'm going to try to hide all the cables. Maybe even run a conduit from where my network rack's going to be up to the attic. And then we have to get cameras. So the garage, it's actually drywalled as well. So I'm going to have to cut a couple holes in the roof. And then either I'm going to drywall back over it and patch it, or I'm just going to leave access hatches in that. It's a garage. It's not, you know, a huge deal to have access hatches. The Brio is great, but yeah, the price. Well, I mean, if you're looking at more professional stuff, like that really isn't anything, $388. If you're looking for, you know, what Tom Lawrence uses or what Crosstalk Solutions uses. Their cameras are probably like $2,000 to $5,000, right? I just don't have the money to do that right now. But right now, the C920 Logitech, it's been working fine for me for years. I don't know why I would change it, but I mean, one day I will. Yeah, so we're going to be doing videos on the full new build. So we'll be doing my network rack. We'll be doing the full rack. We'll be taking, I have to take that down in a few days, I guess. And I might actually buy a bigger rack. Let's just see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just look on it at Instagram, see how many U's it is. 1, 2, 3, 5. So this is only an 8U rack. I might take the, well, I'll take this one with me for sure, but I might buy a 12 RU rack. Is it hard to run conduit? My garage basement is smaller than the second floor. I mean, the conduit I would run, I don't know if it's going to be like the metal conduit, right? It would be more like a PVC. It would be a fairly difficult. It's, yeah. I mean, you could get a whole ton of different piping from Home Hardware. But if you get into actual conduit and bending conduit, if you don't have a bender, you know, it's probably not worth it. I would just run the cable, run a string with it. So if you ever do have to pull more cable, then you have that back string, right? And always leave a back string on, and I'll show that in my video as well. So I'll have to get into my attic space. I'm going to try to get some good lights going. I'll have a headlight on, and because I'll have my GoPro, right? So my attic space, I'll be using that to mount some access points in there. I don't know where the cameras are going to go yet. I'll be watching them multiple times. I mean, I'll try to go... The problem with these type videos, the actual build videos that I'm doing, they could be super long. Let's go to my YouTube. Like, even my last... I forget my last build. Let's just see, network rack. I don't even think this one wasn't that long, right? Because I don't know how much people are interested in it. Like, I cut this video down a crazy amount, you know, and there's some things I could speed up, like the Cat 6 terminations or whatever. So it was only 12 minutes and 39 seconds. But this full new build that I'll be doing, like, it's going to be recorded over hours, right? So we'll see what I cut out and what I don't. I think there's a way on YouTube, I haven't actually looked it up, but I could section it out. So like, say the first section is running cables, section would be, you know, installing the rack, and you guys could skip forward to whatever part you want to see. Could you have a cut down video and an extended video? I could do both. I mean, or I could make one private and just send out the link, like the extended one I can make a private, and whoever wants it, I could send out the link to that. Or I'll just do both. I mean, it doesn't hurt. I'm sure people would still watch the extended one. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, we'll see. Because it's going to be hours. I think I need to get a second battery for my GoPro, because that runs out fairly quickly. But yeah, I haven't purchased... I only have Cat 5e right now in stock. So I'm on the fence if I do Cat 6 or Cat 6A. Cat 6A, 1,000 feet. I'm just going to see, I don't know what the price is here. Or even if they offer it. Okay, that's actually not that bad. So this is CMR. So CMR is non-plenum rated cable, which you can run in your house. You wouldn't want to run this in a business that has a plenum ceiling. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Money is no object in networking. Yeah, I mean, tell that to my fiance. I've spent lately just on gear, I've spent quite a bit of money. Like even this the Flex HD, I think that's like $270 in Canada. Good morning. What did you miss? Not a whole lot. We're just talking about my new move, just new videos that I'll be doing. So even this Cat 6A, $308. I mean, so if we go with that, True Cable I think is fairly decent stuff. I'm just gonna write this down. True Cable, So that's $308 for a spool of 1,000 feet. Oh, it's pink. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's pink, but then you have to look at how much the Cat 6A ends are. Cat 6A Keystone jacks. So these are shielded. We wouldn't need those. I don't like these style of jacks at all. I mean, I could get them from a distributor, I guess, or Monoprice or something like that. But it's gonna be more expensive. What's going on, Technic? How's it going? And then you have to, like, either you buy a Cat 6A patch panel, which I don't like. I used to like these type of patch panels. Where are they? They're like, well, this wouldn't be the style I would go for. This is 12 port, but they used to be like this, right? You would actually punch the terminate right on the back of the patch panels. But now I go with the unloaded patch panels like this, and I just put Keystone jacks in. It makes your rack look 10 times neater. Cat 6A slim patch cable. So I'm going to be ordering more of these. You guys seen these ones in other videos. Holy crap. They went up in price. It's $35 for 10 of them. So these are, you could get these in all different lengths. I get 6-inch patch cables to do in my rack. Attic work in July. Yeah, it's not going to be fun. Right now, actually, it's like 32 degrees today where I live. So let's see what that's a good thing, actually. Let's see what the weather's going to be like. So I'll be moving Tuesday. We're York region. We'll just say Barrie because that's where I live right now. So the new place is about 50 minutes from where... Oh, it's only 23. I thought it was hotter than that. So Tuesday will be 27 with overcast, but that's still going to be hot in the attic, but we'll see. Hoarding cable equipment. I mean, I'm not stuck at home. So where I live, today actually was the first day they called it stage 3. So in my region right now, you could go into the restaurants, sit in the restaurants as of today. You could go to the bars, go to all that. And we could finally go to the gym. So I went to the gym this morning for the first time. It was unbelievably packed, but well, not packed. You only could have a 40-person limit in there. Which probably, I haven't been to the gym in 3 months since the whole COVID thing started, and I used to go to the gym 5 days a week. Probably not the best thing to do now. Like, my upper body is pretty tired, and we got to move a ton of boxes tonight and tomorrow. So yeah. Whoops. Let me just turn the sound off here. My other laptop. There we go. But yeah, I've been able to work. So we were, like, IT is an essential business pretty much. So we were able to work through the whole thing if we wanted. We chose not to. And I mean, the only real work I had was a couple camera jobs and stuff like that. I've done a lot of remote support lately though. Excuse me. So the other thing, what else was I going to talk about today? We could close that. Close that. Yeah, so these patch cables are really sweet. People always ask me, is PoE good to run over these? These are fine. I have a guy on my Instagram who deploys thousands of cables, like a year, a month, and he uses these all the time. PoE, never had an issue of them. Never, nothing ever failed off of them, so that's great. They're a little more expensive, but I mean, what can you do? So the guys over at guys and girls over at Protectli, they are sending me a 6-port firewall. So that should be here Monday, which I'm really excited to actually try that. So you guys have maybe seen my PFSense videos a while back. So my SG1100 had a power issue. So I just had it sitting around. It wasn't able to boot. Something on the power failed. So I was going to buy a new one. I was going to get the SG3100, but it's about $700 Canadian. And then I thought, I'm like, well, I should be able to RMA this SG1100. So I actually just sent the SG1100 back to Netgate. I'm still waiting to hear back from them for them to send it. But this Protectli, we could put PFSense on it. We could put Opnsense on it, which I'm going to be doing some Opnsense videos. Untangle, Sophos, Ansel, XCP&G. You could put ESXi on it. Ubuntu, Windows, and Proxmox. Like, it could do pretty much whatever you want. If I could change the subject for a minute, can you comment on if you have any Mac customers that also run and what do you kind of mean, like Mac customers, like move add change, or like Mac Telecom customers? I don't actually have a link to buy. You know what? I haven't. It depends on what you want to buy. So I have an Amazon affiliate link, or not affiliate, like a storefront. I forget what the actual. Let me just bring this off screen for a second. So the Amazon affiliate, or the storefront. So whenever you guys purchase something on Amazon, even if you don't purchase anything on my storefront, if you use my my actual storefront page, it will kick back a couple bucks to whatever you guys buy on it. So this is the Amazon storefront. Does that also run Oh, no. Oh, Parallels. Yeah, I get what you... No, I don't. I don't deal with Macs at all. No. I try to stay away from that. Oh, there's a fly in here. Yeah, I try to stay away from that. Yeah, so we do have a wish list as well. I mean, nobody ever has to feel like they need to even go to this storefront. It helps me out a little bit. We have a wish list if anybody wants to buy the channel something for us to review. I don't even know where that is. I just have stuff added onto like my little wish list. Let's see. So people could purchase, like, these are just things that I want eventually. I may buy them for myself, but if anybody wants to purchase them, there we go. There's a Protectli right there, which I won't need that anymore. So let's remove that. Still want to test out some MikroTik equipment, but we'll see. You're an Apple consultant. Oh, nice. Yeah, I had a iMac, like, God, I don't even know, when I was in high school. It was years ago. Let's get back to this Protectli. So the Protectli, you guys can see that on screen. So this is what they're going to be shipping me. It's the 6-port i3. They do have an i5 version. So it's going to come with 16 gigs of RAM, a 120 gigabit Protectli mSATA SSD. What else? No operating system is going to be loaded on it. And then a 1 terabyte SSD as well. So they also included an uninterruptible power supply, so that's really cool. I don't know how long that will last. And then a couple USB drives to load OS on it. So I can't wait to actually try it out. The Netgates, let's just see. I think this would be kind of like the Netgate 3100. Whoops. SG 3100? Is that what it is? SG dash. Crap, am I spelling this wrong? That's weird. Excuse me. I don't actually know the throughput. That's a good question. Let's take a yeah, I'm not too sure. I haven't looked right down into the specifics. Let's see if we could find it. 6-port. 6-port, i3, i7, okay. Okay, so they're gigabit NICs, so that's good. Fanless and silent, and I don't know if you guys watch Willie Howe. I watch him quite a bit, but he did a review on this as well. I think Tom Lawrence did it as well, but they're like super heavy duty, like it would be very hard to break. I'm gonna assume that's metal on top. I mean, it could be plastic, but compact, 3.5 pounds, which is not heavy at all. So you could do different things with this, right? You could spec it however you want. You don't need to have, they support up to 64 gigs of RAM. You don't need that, right? So they could, if you guys need to do a quote, you could just go to buy now, right? And then I think they actually let you configure and buy, right? So this is the i5, and that's the starter of what it's at. I don't have a link for this, but I think on my Amazon storefront, you guys could buy these off of Amazon if you want. And I'll let you guys know I'm gonna be doing a ton of videos using this hardware. You watch Willie Howe. Yeah, Willie's great. What exactly is the Protectli? Is it a server, firewall? It could be whatever you want, really. So you could have it running pfSense, Opnsense. I don't know if the MikroTik, if that's if you could install that on any device. I'm gonna like the switch or router OS. I'm gonna take a look, but then you could put on XCPNG, which I've actually never tried that either. So I'll be definitely doing something or a video on that. And I believe you can put ESXi. I'm not too sure how good it will work with an i3, but I'll let you guys know. I was looking at trying Protectli with the Untangled when I get Bell fiber installed. They are trenching outside right now. I was wondering about the VPN throughput as well. You know what? I don't actually know anything about this product yet, so I'll have to get back to you on that. I know it's probably going to be better than, you know, a USG or a UDM Pro. You could get a license for router or OS and run it in a VM. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll see about that, because I've wanted to do some MikroTik stuff, but I wouldn't mind actually getting some of their hardware. If I do end up running Cat 6A in the new house, I'll probably buy one of their 10 gig switches, and I wouldn't mind upgrading eventually my Synology NAS, because right now I have the 2-bay, I think it's the DS218 Plus or something like that, but it only has a 1 gigabit interface. So we'd want to upgrade that. That would be the main thing that I would want to have on 10 gig for video editing and stuff like that. But yeah, this is going to be really cool to try out. This freaking fly, man. The next thing, like, I'm trying to figure out what I want to run for my camera system. So I have a bunch of I have 2 Rio Link cameras. This one right here, which is 5 megapixel. And then I have the, where is it? Oh, I guess I didn't take a picture of it. I just took a picture. Oh, right here. I have this Rio Link Ptz camera, which is a 5 megapixel, which I've been very happy with. It's only 300 bucks Canadian, which is like super inexpensive for a Ptz camera. The one thing that makes me mad about, let me move my camera. Is that better? There we go. The one thing that makes me mad about this camera, if you guys see right here, that's the mount. So when you buy cameras and when you want to install it on, say, brick, you usually have a back box to put on the back of the camera to hide all the cables. Well, Rio Link doesn't actually have a back box for this. So now I gotta kind of go to like Lowe's Home Hardware and find a box that will hopefully fit on it, or like make it a little bit bigger so that I could drill in, because I don't want any cables exposed on the outside of my house. I have a 5-port switch, 10 gigabit. It's okay. The router I had couldn't keep. Oh, really? I mean, worst comes to worst, I buy a Unify 10 gig switch, right? Which, let's take a look at the price there. Should I use Cat 6? Edward, actually, before I move on to the question, Edward, where do you live? Bell, you're in Canada, I would assume. Should I use Cat 6 or Cat 7? It depends what you do with it, really. You could still get 10 gig speeds with Cat 6 cable. It just depends on how short. It has to be a shorter length. Kawartha Lakes, oh nice. Yeah, I'm up. Well, I'm in Barrie, so I'm moving to York region, closer to Toronto. Yeah, it depends. Like, if you want to make sure you're getting 10 gig speed, go with Cat 7 or Cat 6A, whatever, right? What was I? Oh, I was gonna look at the 10 gig switch. Where the heck are you? Yeah, so here the 10 gig switch is almost 800 bucks, which isn't like a crazy amount, but it's, you know, for a home network, I probably don't need that. This is what I really want, this frickin' plug. but it's still coming soon. It's been saying that for a long time. And I just saw somebody on my actually Riley Chase. I have him on LinkedIn. He does Hostify. He just posted about the unified doorbell, but it's not available in Canada. Like, we get nothing compared to the States. Did you see the new 10 gig core switch? I saw it on a Reddit post. It looks, so it's a 1U. I don't know how much we're supposed to talk about early access, but it looks decent. I mean, $250 USD. That's we're looking about $350, which isn't too bad. There are two different kinds of needs, yeah. I installed a 16XG at a client. They're great. However, not Gen 2. I mean, I don't have any Gen 2 right now. I have the UDM Pro, and then I have a 24-port PoE switch, just the Gen 1. There's a 48-port switch with PoE that has 10 or 210. Okay. It's about the same price. $750. Yeah, I mean, if I'm not going to be using that much 10 gig, which I can't see, the only thing I would want to do is a 10 gig to my NAS. That would mean I would need to get a 10 gig NIC in my computer as well. Wow, the UDM Pros are sold out in the States. Crazy. What was I looking for here? So, like, you guys have the Unify NVR. We can't get that here yet. I think it was for network. Or wait, I don't know what the doorbell would be under. Would that be an accessory? Oh, right here. That's crazy. I want that. Oh, really? 10. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to see. Like, I want to upgrade my NAS eventually. It's brand new. I've only had it less than a year, and I only have one hard drive in it. I need to put a secondary one. So this doorbell looks wicked. Right now, I bought a Ring doorbell probably a year and a bit ago. I never installed it because there was, all the controversy over Ring. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, if I'm going to sell it and then try to get something different. You've never seen it in stock? Well, I think it just went out yesterday. I'm pretty sure they just released it out of early access. Let's take... Ooh. See, like these LED panels, I don't think we get those either. That would be cool for like a basement drop ceiling, like lights dimmers. What is this? It's in the early, yeah. I mean, I don't check the early access store a lot because we can't get anything out of the early access store in Canada, unfortunately. Because if we did, I would probably be buying quite a bit. I know they have their own network rack as well, which looks all right. I mean, I think it's on wheels. I probably wouldn't do that. I don't know what my next purchase for Unify will actually be. I mean, once the smart plug is available, I'll end up getting that. I should get a few DAC cables. Cameras, maybe. I don't know. I'm still deciding on that. But I have quite a bit of Unify stuff. Like, I still need to do the... Oh, crap. I moved them. They're in boxes over there. But I have, like, the nano stations, right? And I've never done the wireless bridging with Unify. So I bought 2 of them. And I'm gonna give that a try. Which is close enough to visit Canada. Yeah, you guys are... Well, I can't come to the States right now. I was actually supposed to go to Florida next month. Unfortunately, that's probably going to get canceled, and I don't know if I would want to go there right now anyway. Actually, somebody asked comment today. Let's see. Not there. I responded to it. Oh, Christian Jensen. So he was talking about the Unify USW Flex Mini. So when he puts a custom profile on, so I guess like a switch port profile, onto any of these ports, he's seeing this speed go to 100 megabits per second. I mean, I thought the switching was full throughput. I don't know if anybody's run into that. I haven't tested that out yet. Oops, my drive disconnected. Only the 2K leaf switch. Yeah, I mean the leaf switch, you're not going to use that for your house, right? That's for that's either data center, well, small business, like you would want that as your distribution switch in your core. I just bought 2 of the Unify Lite access points. Oh, Unify 6, yeah. Actually, I had a customer who had bought one of those and he was having issues with it. But no, you know what? It looks like a sweet switch, and for 2K, that's really nothing. So if you're going to buy, like if you look at a Cisco 9K leaf switch, I mean, you're probably... no, that's not the one there. These are the old models. Oh, that's they're like, they got to be up in the thousands, right? Cisco 9K leaf. I don't even know if you could buy these on Amazon. No. They do have some line cards that are 40 gig QSFPs. Yeah, I wouldn't think Amazon would have those. What kind of PoE switch do you recommend to mount in a garage to run a couple of PoE cameras without having to run separate runs from the outside of your house? I haven't used them, but I think, let's take a look. Okay, we can't buy them here. I thought we could. Let me go back to the US store. It would be routing and switching. This switch right here, the Unify Switch Flex. 5-port managed PoE switch. And I think you could do PoE in, like you could power this with PoE. So I would do that in your garage. Or yeah, as or the industrial one, yeah. Is only layer 2 nonsense? Okay. Now that they're inconsistent. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have a layer 3. Like if you're using Unify for your house, you don't need layer 3 switching. I mean, really, you wouldn't need it. If it's a business, yeah, you might need it, but your business would have to be fairly large, I would think. Oh, that's sweet. I just received 2 Switch Flex yesterday. Oh, nice. I don't know. I guess we can't get those here because I was thinking about putting that. I wonder if I could get it on Amazon. Because that would probably be a better way, or the industrial, to run my cameras. But I kind of do want everything going back to my network rack, if I can. If I could only get one cable, then I'd get a switch to put outside. Unify switch Flex. Whoops. Okay, I could get them here. That's only 139 bucks. See, this is my problem. I start looking at stuff and then I want to click this right here. Or you guys can't see that. I want to click the buy now. And, you know, it's so easy to do because my card's saved on there and it'll just ship to me by tomorrow. I mean, yeah, this would be the best. This or the industrial would be the best for outside. I've noticed this year the same networking equipment currently is 20% to upwards of 50. I haven't actually noticed that. A source of to test. Yeah, maybe. I've never actually click. Yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't. What did I just buy? Well, I just bought this Stream Deck, which you guys won't ever really see. That just really lets me like I could switch between scenes, so I could go right side, left side, like stuff like that, or you know, there's a bunch of different buttons that I could use. So that was kind of expensive, and then I bought another light. Not that I'm gonna need it anymore. I don't know how bright the office will be. And then we got a PS4, so I probably should settle down on the purchasing. If there was some like second-hand Unify stuff, but this actually isn't that bad. 139 bucks, that's nothing. Well, I'll end up getting a PS5 as well. So I wanted to get the PS4 for Ghost of, I can't even say the last name. The one game, Ghost of Tsushima, and I haven't even bought it. I've been playing Spider-Man. I have an Xbox One X, and I have this PC that I'm on right now I do a lot of PC gaming on that. I'll end up getting a PS5, an Xbox Series X, and I'll probably never use it. I don't have that much time, but when I do, I hadn't gamed in a very long time, and it's just relaxing. I just gotta get away from all networking stuff, or because I do this all day long, right? And you just need to do something else with your time. Thankfully, the gym opened back up, so that'll give me an excuse to do something else. Yeah, it looks awesome. I mean, it's like a Dark Souls game. I'm not huge into that type of game, but we'll see. So this is something else that I was looking at too, this unified building-to-building bridge. I mean, I have no use case for it. I don't have any customers that need it, but I think it would be fun to actually try out. If we have that here, I might order that in the next few weeks. Yeah, we do. Almost $700 though. I need to come to the States and do some shopping when the border opens. Yeah, I don't know. What access points do you guys use in your house? The XG? Like that, that's $1,000 access point. Has 4x4. It has security. I think it has an extra radio so you could do the, oh god, I forget what it's called. It's to do the wireless scans. That actually works a lot better. AC Pro. Yeah, I had AC Pros as well. I don't know why I got rid of my AC Pro. I forget why I got rid of the AC Pro. TDL Canada out of Trenton has open box. I think I actually have an account with them that I've never used. Open box Unify. Okay. I'm pretty sure I do. Maybe I'll email my contact. Ooh, free up storage. So my C drive is pretty full. I wonder what their prices are. I mean, I'd have to get... Oh, they have the dimmers? Holy, why have I not looked at this? Should I get the Unify NVR? They have literally... Yeah, these guys might be my new distributor if they deliver. They have everything that I'd want, except this. So I have but these access points are the old LRs. I have 20 of them just sitting in a box doing nothing because they're I think they're only 100 megabits per second. Holy crap! I'm gonna bookmark this. This isn't good though. That's not good for me. Maybe I'll buy this Unify cable. Have anybody in here used this yet? They deliver by Pure later. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I set up an account with them. I forget who I was talking to. I set up an account with them months ago, and then I just never... I think, COVID happened, and I never actually looked into it more. I'd be interested... I think I might actually have a login as well. I use an 11-year-old Tenda router. I've never actually heard of that, so let's look it up. What time? Okay. I only got about 15 more minutes. I gotta go pick up some documentations from my lawyer. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of this before. Is it like a home router? Whoops, that's not it. Tenda routers. Yeah, there's a ton of different styles. I wouldn't mind getting a Wi-Fi 6 access point. I do have a Wi-Fi 6 card or adapter in my computer. Because I bought that, oops, make sure this isn't throat dry. I bought a Netgate, I think it was a Netgate. Actually, I have no idea. Wi-Fi 6. Let's look. Wi-Fi 6. Oh, a Zeus Wi-Fi 6 gaming router. I don't have. I sold it. So I did this one video, and then I'm like, you know what? I didn't like the interface. The speeds weren't that good on it. I might not have set it up correctly, and that could have been the reason, but I didn't like it, and a lot of people had complaints about it. But I mean, when Unify comes out with their Wi-Fi 6, I'll probably grab one. To the UDM world of difference, do you like the UDM Pro though? So a lot of people have issues with the UDM Pro. So the multiple IPs. If you're using it for a house, not a lot of people are gonna have like a block of 5 public IPs. It's worked great for me. I've had some issues. I do see it's showing me alerts for like disconnects, and there's no disconnects. Like it's showing my switches go down and all the switches are still up. Besides that, like I haven't run into too many issues. The failover worked really well. The load balancing, which people are saying that they don't have load balancing in their controller. I'm just going to go into my controller and take a look. Try to not expose my public IP. So I had somebody actually on my, it was on my failover video, email me and said my public IP, if you went really slow, it was exposed. So I do appreciate when people do tell me that, right? It's not the end of the world, but I mean, it's still good to know. Just give me a sec. I'm going to bring my controller up. What? I can't get my controller. Oh, there we go. Well, the only issue for me so far is the SFP port between the UDM and a 24 port non-pro switch don't No, and they don't auto negotiate. No. So that I've had that issue as well. I don't know why my control. What am I on? What internet? I'm on it. Okay. See, doing it live. I can't even access it. Wow, what the heck? And right now, I only have the network controller actually downloaded on it. I have nothing else, so I just want to go to settings. Why is this going so slow? So I'm using Cat 6 between them. Like, I mean, Cat 6 not bad. You're only going to get a gig throughput anyway. Well, I mean, you could do the 10 gig SFP between them.